Good morning, everyone. In last class, we have already discussed some functions, and the function was sine series and cos series. So it was implemented using function. Okay, and we have also seen that it is very difficult to implement using simple programming step. So it is much better to use modules. Fine. So these are known as modules or subprograms or subfunctions. Okay, main is the main function, and all other are subfunctions. So we have started with three different function, 1, 2, and 3, and we pass the parameters. So what is the theme behind this divide and conquer strategy? So it construct a program from smaller pieces of components. So in previous example, what are the different pieces of components? So one is power, x to the power y, another is factorial of n, and sine series for x and y or xn. Okay, so these are the components, these are known components. Here this example also shows using power and factorial function. Okay, using power and factorial function, what we can do, we simply write a program, and here we can see that the difference between positive terms and negative terms are 4 4, and this starts with x to the power 0 divided by factorial of 0. Okay, so if 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, and likewise. So we have created sum of positive terms, and it will be subtracted from these positive terms. So this is x to the power 2, and from this place to this place, the difference is also 4. Okay. So likewise, we have done. So if we have two functions, then also we can do, and if we have one function, three functions, then it is very easy. So what are the functions? Now we start the discussion about function. Functions are modules in C. Okay, modules means like sine series. Our main motto is to print the sine series. For this purpose, we have created three modules. Okay, and these modules are factorial, and then second module is our power, and third module is sine. Okay, this is actually main program. So inside that main program, we have written these many functions: factorial of n, power of x to the power y, and sine of uh, the term and the precision. So suppose this can be n or this can be y, whatever you want, you can use. Now come to function call. Function call, it is in invocation of function. How do we invoke any function? So function call is very simple. Once you define the function, you can call using the same number of parameter. If there are single parameter, then you can use only one parameter because it shows the pipeline. How do you suppose this is the factorial machine, the concept of factorial machine. Let us discuss concept of factorial machine. This is our factorial machine. Okay, and it is accepting integer n, and what it will return, the byproduct of this machine is the main product of this machine is factorial. Okay, and the name of this machine is fact. It will accept n, and it will return long integer value. Okay, it will return long integer value. So this is the way you can create a function and you can understand the function. Similarly, if you want to draw power machine, then this is our power machine. Okay, this will accept two different values. Okay, and then it will be processed inside this, and after processing it will produce one long integer value. Fine, but this is different kind of machine, and the value accepted by these machines are X and Y. It is uh, returning factorial of n, and it will return x to the power y. And what kind of value is it? Long integer. So this is the way. And another function is sine function. So in this sine function, it will accept x and precision value y, and this function will perform something, okay? And after that, it will return floating point value. Okay. So this is sine, exponent, and magnitude. These kind of thing will be written by this machine, sine, exponent, and magnitude. And after that, the final value will be returned here. And this is float kind of value, and it will return sine of x comma y. Okay. So this is the way you can use function call. So that's why these are the input parameters. Okay. It passes through this program, and this is also known as message sometimes when we are using object oriented programming. Similarly, for power, two values. The name of this machine is power, the name of this machine is factorial, and the name of this machine is sine. Okay. So likewise you can use. Then it provides function name and arguments. So this is our function name. What is our function name? Like factorial is our function name. This thing is our function name. Second thing is an argument. So this is our argument. Fine. Now function returns result. So this function will returning a result. This is our return result. Okay. Function call analogy. Boss asks worker to complete the task. Boss asks the worker to complete the task, and boss has provided input. Workers get information, does the task, and return the result. Okay. So uh, this is our function analogy. Here, boss don't know how this function will be performed. Okay, this is hidden, and this information is hidden, and boss does not know the detail. And finally, whatever boss is asking, it will be returned to the boss. There are several math functions available. So these math library functions include actually so many functions like power, factorial, sine, cos. All these are available with math library function. So it performs common mathematical function, and for this purpose we need to include math.h. Format for calling function. So this is our function name and followed by the argument, like a square root is one function. If you want to call the square root sqrt will be called here, and you need to pass the variable or value. So it calls a function square root, which returns the square root of its argument. All math functions return data type double. Okay. All math function, whatever functions are there inside math library, it will return double. Arguments may be constant, variable, or expression. So this argument may be variable, constant, or expression. Expression means inside that power I had used one parameter, and then one more expression is there. Another kind of thing is power variable, then expression x plus y. Okay, so this will return x to the power x plus y. Fine. So likewise you can use. So you must clearly identify what is constant, like 900 is a constant, variable is x, or expression like this. These two statements follow the expression. So this is our expression. And another example of expression is this. Okay. Now come to explanation of function call of power. Here we have defined the power function, and power function is defined like this value. Let me delete all these things so that you will be able to understand that what is going on. So this is our power function, and this is main program, calling program. Okay. Okay. Suppose if we run this program and this is defined, the power function is defined. It will start from here. Now x equals to 2. We have already put the value of x equals to 2. Inside that integer x, it stores value as 2. Now it is printing the value power 2 comma 5. So it will create one double type space, and the name of this space is power 2 comma 5. Whatever function which returns any value, it reserves its space in memory. Actually, it requires space in memory because it returns some value. Now this power 2 5. Now this program will search, the C compiler will search for this function, and this function is now available here. Okay, so this is availability. Instead of x in temporary memory, instead of x, it will use 2, and in place of n, it will use 5 because I had written 2 comma 5. There is no meaning of this integer x2 because directly called. Otherwise, I need to write x. Okay. Now, initially product is 1. Initially product is 1. Product is 1. Now, for I equals to 1, for I equals to 1, this is our value of I is less than or equals to n. So what is the value of n? 5. So it will run up to 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the loop. Now, product equals to product multiplied by x. Product equals to product multiplied by x. Now, what is the initial value of product? 1 multiplied by x. What is x? 2. So what it will return? 2. Now come to next step. Product is 2 multiplied by, 2. Yes. Product is 2 and product multiplied by 2 is, it gives 4. Now come to next step. So what is our product? This is our product actually. So now product is 4. 4 multiplied by uh, what is the value of x? It is 2. So this will give you 8. Then come to 8 multiplied by 2 will give you 16. And then come to 16 multiplied by 2, it will give you 32. Now loop is terminated. And finally, the value of product is, the value of product is now 32. This 32 is written by this value. This is 32. Okay. And now this 32 will return to this long. Okay. And this long will go here. And finally 32 will be printed. Fine. So the output is 32. So this is about the function, and this power function will return 32 here. Okay. So this is the way you can execute the function. Fine. So this is the meaning of return value. So here whole function is aliased as this memory location, and finally the output like 32 is coming. Now come to functions. So here again, still we are discussing about function. It modularize a program. Already seen that if you want to create a sine series function, then it requires three different functions like power, factorial, and sine. Okay. All variable declared inside functions are local variable. It simply means that whatever variables are there, you cannot access it here. Only accessible is this return value, because this return value returns at this place and this return value come to memory, and finally we can access this return value. Otherwise here whatever x is there, whatever x is written, this x is local to this. So all these variables are local. Okay, local to function. And it is known only in function defined. Parameters communicate information between function. So these parameter are also sometimes termed as message passing parameters, or actually this communicate the information between function, and it is local variable. It is also local variable. Okay. Benefit of function: divide and conquer. Manageable program development means we can break the whole program into small modules, and we can reuse these modules. Software reusability: use existing function as building block for new programs. Abstraction: hide internal detail library functions. Like you can create one file.h, and then you can use all these functions. We need not to go for implementation of these functions once again, because already defined in my file.h file. Only requirement is to add these file into our program. And this also avoid the code repetition. Like in factorial programs, so many times powers are used and so many times factorials are used in sine series program actually. So it avoid code repetition. So these are the benefit. Now come to function definition. Function definition, return value type. So this is our return value type. Now come to function name. So this power is our function name. And parameter list. So these are the list of parameters. It is also known as arguments. Now, this whole block is considered as declaration and statement. This whole block is actually declaration and statements. And this is also known as function definition. The return value type, function name, any valid identifier. It cannot be integer, float, or something like that. Whatever variable naming convention is used. So the same variable naming convention, based on this same variable naming convention, we can create the function. Return value type, data type of result, and default is integer. Default value is integer. Void, sometimes we need to use, like if you want to create a function, void hello is a function. Whenever you call this function, it will print 3 times hello. Okay, printf /n hello /n hello and /n hello. So this is a function which returns nothing but will print something. So this is known as void. Void type of function indicates that the function returns nothing. Function returns nothing. And you cannot use such kind of function in combination with printf. Means inside printf, like in previous program, we have used power function with printf, but we cannot use hello function with printf because it returns nothing. That's why you cannot use it. Parameter list. This is comma separated list. Here you can see that this is comma separated list. Okay. A type must be listed explicitly for each parameter. So here you can see that you cannot write integer x, y. Okay. This is declaration, but inside function, this is wrong. If you are using long power and the name of function like this, so you cannot use, this is wrong. And what is right? What is right? Long power integer x comma integer y. This is correct. Okay. Why? Because I had already shown you this is the function. Okay. So you need to explain that what kind of value is we are going to use, like integer or integer. Fine. So that's why this comma is there for power function or factorial function, integer x comma integer y. So likewise, you can very easily understand that why we use exclusive or explicit declaration of parameters. A type must be listed explicitly for each parameter unless the parameter is of type integer. Function definition. So function definition format is return value, then function name, and then parameter list. Declaration and statement. So what is the declaration and statement? Function body. Actually, this is our function name, function, and this is our function. Whatever statements are written, these all are coming under function definition. Fine. Variables can be declared inside block and can be nested. Function cannot be defined inside other functions. So you cannot define function inside a function. Returning control. If nothing return, so you need to write return and semicolon or until reaches the right brace. If something is returned, then return an expression. So you can write return x multiplied by x. This will give you this. This will make your square function. Okay. So here, this is the function maximum among 3. Any doubt till now? Yes. If no reply is coming, then I will mark absent for all.
No, sir, no doubt.
How do I know that you have no doubt without reply or without any means answer? Okay. I know today your examination is there. Fine. So this is another program, maximum among three. This is the complete program listing. Okay. How do you write a program and how do you declare the prototype and different things. So initially we create a function max3. The name of function is max3. So this function will accept three values and the name of function is max3. Here maximum is the name. So let me write the correct name, maximum. So the name of function is maximum. It is a small maximum, maximum. This is our function and we need three values. Three pipes are there which will accept the values. Okay. These values are X, Y, and Z. All are integer. So integer pipes are there. Okay. Now some processing will be done here inside that machine. Okay. So these processing may be less than, greater than, less than, greater than, whatever kind of processings are there, and it will return one value. What value will be returned? So this value is max and it will return. Its type is also integer, integer type value max, and this will return to which max equals to maximum X, Y, Z. Okay, so this is our function. So initially, if we design this same machine, so this is our same machine, okay, and without any declaration or without any definition, we can also create a prototype of this machine. So this is prototypal machine, and it will return integer value. We have not written anything. It will return integer and the name of function maximum, maximum. Okay, and three pipes are there, but we have not written anything integer or float, and here definition is also not given. So this is of integer, this is of integer type, and this is of integer type, and the return value is also integer. So this is our prototype, just model, and this is our actual implementation. Now why we have written prototype here and why we have not written X, Y, or Z? Because to know, to make aware compiler about that this kind of function will be there in this program somewhere down to this main program. Okay, so after main program we have written the function. So after we have main program, we have written the function integer X, integer Y, integer Z. So here you can see that this is our machine. It is accepting integer x, then integer y, and finally integer z. Okay. Now this machine will perform integer max equals to x, whatever value is there. Suppose we have passed. Now let us start from here. Integer ABC. Enter three integers a, b, and c. So these integers, suppose we have entered 49, 62, and 83. Suppose these are the values we have entered. Now what it will check? 49, 62, and 83. So initially the max value of max is 49. Now 49, what is the value of y? Value of y is 62. 62 is greater than 49. This condition is true. That's why max equals to 62. Now 83 is greater than 62. Yes. So again the value of max will become 83. And now the final value of max is 83, and this will return to our function maximum. And finally, it will produce the value as 83. So this is how one can use the function call. Fine. So this is function prototype. Function prototype is shown here. Input values. So these are the input values. Okay. Inside that function, and this is our function call. Actually this is our function call. So prototype is integer maximum, integer, comma integer, comma integer, and then input values are a, b, and c in main program. Call function is maximum a, comma b, comma c in main program. And finally function definition, it starts from line number 21 to 29. Okay. And the function will start from 19 to 30. So this is the way you can use function. Now you are aware about function. Your task is to define functions for cost series. The whole program you need to build. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will see your program. Okay. So this is your homework. B section. So this is your homework, and on Thursday I will see this program. Any doubt till now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So today there is paper.
No, sir.
No papers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So okay, so I can take the I can take the class up to 10 10:15. Yes or no? So just try to write the function for cost series. Now it is not homework, it is work. And those who will write the function correctly, I will give the attendance. So your attempt is important, and this function is very easy. Okay. So let me show you sine series first, and you have 5-minute time. You need to convert this whole program into COS. So for this, you require COS. Okay. So let me copy the COS from here. So this is your COS function. I think it is visible to all of you. And this will be your classwork. Now start this. Your time start now. And within 5 minutes, I want the output. Not more than 10 minutes will be given to you. Everyone needs to write the function correctly, okay, in their own handwriting. And if you fail, your attendance will be deducted. Last 1 minute. Only Vikas Goyal is present today and remaining all are absent. Okay. So 1 more minute I will give you.
अपलोड होने में टाइम ले रहा है सर.
Okay.
सर मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ सर 2 मिनट.
यस सर.
अपना नाम लिखिए, साइन कीजिए, अपलोड कीजिए.
ओके सर. ओके.
विकास आपका तो हो गया, अब आपको जरूरत नहीं है उसको आप साइन करके अपलोड करने की. ठीक है.
सर मैं टाइप कर रहा हूँ VS कोड में. सर मैं भेज सकता हूँ आपको?
हाँ बिल्कुल.
ओके सर. सर मैं कॉपी में लिखा था, मैं आपको व्हाट्सएप कर दूं?
क्या चीज? Your voice is not clear. Just type here whatever you want. Okay, so I'm concluding this class, and within 5 to 10 minutes, please submit your answer. Okay. At the reply.
सर व्हाट्सएप पे कर सकता हूँ सर? इस पे फेल हो रहा है, इस पे नहीं हो रहा है टीम्स पे अपलोड.
तो बाकी लोगों का तो हो रहा है. आप उसका साइज रिड्यूस करो, 1 MB से छोटा करो.
यस सर. दो.
ठीक है. तो सारे के सारे आ जाएंगे. यहाँ पर आपका रिकॉर्ड रहेगा, व्हाट्सएप में थोड़ी रिकॉर्ड रहेगा. आजकल तो व्हाट्सएप फिनिश चालू हो गया है, डिसअपियर, है ना. So thank you very much. Have a nice day, have a nice time, and wish you all the very best for your upcoming midterm examination.
सर मेरा नहीं हो रहा है
थैंक
यहाँ
यू
पे।
सर।
आज कभी तो होगा आपका एग्जाम।